Hey guys, I'm LQ. This is the LQ Review. I'm here with my quick review for the Netflix original movie Unicorn Store, starring Brie Larson, also directed by Brie Larson. So this movie is really a failure to launch movie. This is about a young lady who, she's an adult now, a young adult, and she's not quite ready to take those steps into adulthood. And her parents have high expectations. Her parents want to see her be successful, and her parents are putting pressure on her to get out in the world and make a success of yourself. And she is very, like I said, it's a failure to launch movie. She does not want to get out there. She is not ready to be an adult. She is not ready to start her life. And she's still very immature in a lot of ways. So let's talk about some of the good in this movie. Rewind. And then, so she's not ready to launch. She's not ready to start her adult life. And then she comes across the Unicorn Store. She's invited to the store, and she finds Samuel L. Jackson, who just calls himself the salesman, and he wants to sell her a unicorn. But before she can buy the unicorn, she has to complete certain steps in her life to make sure that she's ready to own a unicorn. And at that point, he will then sell her this unicorn that she's always wanted her whole life. So let's talk about the good. Samuel L. Jackson was great. Excuse me. I love seeing him play this kind of whimsical character with a lot of comedy, a lot of snark, a lot of kind of. He has expectations for the Brie Larson character, and he wants to make sure that she fulfills those expectations, and he's staying on top of her to do it. The whole failure to launch thing, it worked for me. All right. Now, Brie Larson in that role didn't work for me. I never once bought Brie Larson as this unconfident young lady who can't quite launch her life. I never bought her in that role. But the whole premise, it actually did work. The premise itself, Samuel Jackson promising her a unicorn, but her having to complete certain things in her life, that ultimately these things that she has to complete to own a unicorn are things that are going to help her to launch, to start her life. And that's kind of the purpose of the story, is not getting the unicorn, but completing the task that she needs to complete to get the unicorn. That's the point of the story. So I thought the premise was great. I never really bought Brie Larson as somebody who wasn't able to take that step into their life, though. So her performance is kind of good and bad for me. She blows it away as far as charisma, as far as presence, as far as just... I love seeing her on screen. She's a great actress. But she's just one of those personalities where I don't look at her and see failure. I don't look at her and see this person is having a hard time in their life. Maybe it's because she played Captain Marvel, I don't know, but I don't see that when I look at her. And that was a little bit jarring to me at times. There was a romance in the movie that was kind of forced, that I didn't necessarily buy. I just felt it was kind of shoehorned in there. I don't think that these two people had anything in common. Brie Larson's character didn't have anything in common with the male romantic lead, and I just felt like it was in there to be there. So the romance didn't really work. Brie Larson's character worked to the point of you love seeing her on screen, but it didn't work to the point where you just didn't really buy what was happening on the screen. Samuel L. was great. Her parents were a lot of fun to watch. Joan Cusack played her mom, and she was really good in it. But and then the ending. The ending was very sweet. The ending was very sweet and very cute and whimsical, and it had a little touch of fantasy in it. But I almost wish that they didn't go the route that they went. I wish they would have taken that touch of fantasy out of it and made it grounded in more realism. I think the movie would have had more impact, for whatever reason, if that touch of fantasy wasn't there at the end. You'll know what I'm talking about if you take the time to watch this. Which, I think it's a one-time watch for me. I watched it once, never need to watch it again, but I enjoyed it for what it was. So this is a very meh movie for me. It was just okay. It was just okay. It's a movie I'll never revisit again, but I enjoyed watching it. So, have you taken the time to watch Unicorn Store? If so, let me know what you thought in the comments down below. Hit that subscribe button. I put out a lot of content, and I'd love it if you followed me. And you can find me at the LQ Review on Facebook. And as always, thank you for being here at the LQ Review, where we talk about all the nerdy, geeky stuff that we love to talk about. I'm LQ, and until next time, thanks for being here.